Hey, what's up, ecosystem? How are you? Are you trying to figure out what's going on? And we're trying to understand how long is this going to go on? When can we get back to normal? What do we need to do? And we're going to cover that in industry news. But tonight's show is the Ship with Larry show. You know, before this and after this, there are car shipping quotes. People need to know what it's going to take to get the car there, and the carrier needs to know what he can get. And those quotes need to be fast, accurate, and right. Alexa, open Quotify. And buckle in because it's Tuesday nights live on Auto Transport Intel. I'm Jay, your host. Welcome back to the show. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back again to Auto Transport Intel. Let me know how the audio and the video is. Do me a favor. It looks a little loud to me, but I'm trying to regulate it. So let me know. And welcome to the show. It's Tuesday night. We're back again. This is show number 133 in a row on a Tuesday night. And man, so much has changed since I started this channel. It's crazy. Right? It's crazy. But listen, before we get into that, I want to let you know, listen, if this is your first time here, I want you to feel welcome. You are welcome here at Auto Transport Intel. Please ask questions. Please share information. Please do join the live chat. Because in a few minutes, I'm going to go into the live chat. I'm going to say hello to everybody. I want to know what's going on with you. You're at home, right? You're at home. What are you doing? You know, and what are you predicting? And what are you thinking? What are you feeling? And then we're going to go into industry news. This used to be a short segment. Now it's really long because there is so much news. There's so many things changing. And I'm actually really proud of this segment because I've always had a flair for the news and I try to rein it in and stay within car shipping. I'll bring in other elements that are national news and memes and speculation and whatnot. But other than the little things that will distract us, we're going to focus on industry news. So it's long, and at the 1 hour mark, we're going to talk to Mark at Superflow Systems. We're going to learn, what is Ship with Larry? Ship with Larry? I've never heard of that before, right? That's what you're thinking. I've never heard of Ship with Larry. Well, Alexa, open Quotify. We are going to talk all about it. I'm really excited about it because this is something that's going to be really useful. And then we're going to bring in Muzi. Now, he is all about Truckify. Mark is all about Dispatch Center. They put them together, and they've got Truckify, Dispatch Center, Superflow, Pro ABD, Quotify for carriers. Man, bang, bang, boom. It's the Batman belt of car hauling software. That one's for you, Muzi. I'm sure he'll make a video out of that. Listen, I really appreciate you joining me tonight. I want you to stick around. Let me know what's going on with you. We're going to be right back.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verification of loads when nobody answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years of experience in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021. Or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
Hey, and also do me a favor now. Did you hear any weird duplication of audio? Because what I was doing is I was opening the Facebook pages. Because I also want to try to watch the Facebook chat while I'm doing the show, while I'm watching the live chat on YouTube, while I do it all. But that's, I signed up for that. That was my, that when they threw me out of the airplane without a parachute, they said, this is what you do, and thou shalt go and make auto transport intel. So that's what I'm doing. I think that's what happened. Listen, thank you for joining me again back in the live chat and saying hello. Ty says, is this where Larry hangs out? Yes, it is, Ty. Bill Bad Apples, hey, Jay, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Bill, thank you for coming back every Tuesday night. I love it. I appreciate it. Part of the core. And it means a lot. So thank you so much. And thanks for saying hello. Mark, Larry's in the house. That's why. Mark Grodicke is our feature interview. He's going to tell us what's up with Ship with Larry. And that's really cool. So thanks for joining the live chat. If you have a question about Ship with Larry, he's right there. Mark is right there. And he can tell you all about it. By the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Start a watch party. Got a graphic for that coming up. Pretty excited about what's going on. Lots happening. And Carlos Braxton, ACB Logistics. By the way, I want to say this. I'm excited about the show. I'm excited about how it continues to grow. I'm not necessarily excited about all the other things happening right now. So, yeah, we're all doing the best we can. I know. It's kind of crazy. So we're just doing the best we can. We have no choice but to keep on going. Again, ACB Logistics. In fact, you're going to hear the name ACB Logistics tonight. Carlos Braxton. You're going to want to stick around. Silvermint, what's up, Silvermint? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate it. And, thank you, Kimberly. She's in the live chat. She's got the Welcome to Tuesday Nights Live on Auto Transport Intel, the car shipping business channel with your host, Jay Information. Thank you, Kimberly. ASIC Benimanoff. Close. Hello, what's up? Thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hello. I do appreciate it. Michael Kohler, man, I see you all the time, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. Listening from an undisclosed bunker in the communist state of Michigan. I know, right? I was reading more about is it Governor Whitmer? Not sure what she's doing. Not exactly sure, but, the questions are being asked because we're Americans and we stick together, and we love you, Michigan. Hang on, buddy. Xfire38, Jay and Ty, it's Alex here. What's going on? Hey, what's up, Alex? Thanks for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for saying hello. Mohammed Al-Suwaya. Pretty close. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, it's Sue, Murphy Auto Transport. What is up? Quite an inflection there, Jay. Hey, all M&M, stay safe, Silvermint. Michael Color, if it's too loud, you're too old. Well, thanks, Michael. I never want to be too loud. Joel Shaw says, all good. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate it. Arthur's here. No, I'm not at home. I'm working. Great. That's great. We want to hear that. If you're working right now, I definitely want to hear from you. Even if the Georgia accent pops into my voice. Absolutely. Traffic Inc. Great. Just finished my toes. Holy mackerel. Wow. That's awesome, Ron. Very good. Good for you, buddy. I think you made industry news. Booked 3 cars today. Well, all right, Bill. And there is Murphy Auto's information. Absolutely. If you've got a question about dispatching or brokering, talk to Sue at Murphy Auto Dispatch. You looking for a dispatcher? Check it out. Even if the definition isn't quite there yet. Traffic Inc. says, yep. Hello, hello. Sound is good. I'm so glad. I am so glad the sound is good. The video's working. My goodness. Oh, thank you. Danilo Bomfim. What's up, Danilo from Brazil? Thank you for tuning in. That's great. Jeff Seltzer says, good evening. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in. Truckify. Muzi is here. I knew it. Check us out on Truckify.com. Truckify car hauling app is a load board now. And I think it's called Dispatch Center. Dispatch Center and Truckify are, connected. Michael Harris, good evening from Warner Robins, Georgia. What's up, Michael? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so now, that is on YouTube. Let's see what we got in Facebook. We got some people on the CTS page. Now, I've learned if you've joined but haven't said hello, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get you in trouble. Hey, Joe Heller. Hey, Jay. Joe from Shank Brothers. Joe Heller is in the Auto Transport Intel Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? I believe in freedom. Absolutely, I believe in freedom. So that's what it's all about. Listen, all right, cool. It's 8:10. We're kind of right on time. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back for industry news. There's a lot to talk. That's right. That's Assertus. And Assertus was on the show a couple weeks ago. We're going to have Assertus back on the show in May. You got a question for Assertus, there's the phone number, there's an email address, and it's not just carriers. Brokers, dealers, auctions, fleet management service companies. Assertus does a lot. So that is just a portion of the services they have. If you want to learn more, check out one of my past shows about Assertus or a future show. Now here we go. Let's do some industry news. Okay, and by the way, let me say this because I love to tell you this and remind you that this is the Ship with Larry show. This is episode 133. If you're just tuning in now, you haven't missed anything. We're just getting started with industry news. We're right on time, maybe even a few minutes early, and that's a good thing because I'm always running late. Okay, here we go. What is the first slide, Jay? Well, you know I love to start with the cat lady memes. I'll bet you started the virus. Oh, is that your new mask? See, and they're not even socially distancing. Oh, that's just great. Oh, that was 2019. You're thinking of the old 2020. This is the new 2020, yeah. Where people get $1,000 fines for not wearing face masks. They used to sell flowers, and now it's face masks. Hey, by the way, don't forget, start a watch party. I'm not kidding, right? Dude, you're at home. Hey, you're in your truck, wherever you are. Listen, get on Facebook and share this right now. This is industry news for the car shipping industry. Transportation. Start a watch party. Start a movement. Tell your friends. Okay, all right. This is going to be a lot of selling. Gas is finally affordable, and we can't go anywhere. Hey, what's up, Engage Transport? See? I noticed it. Yeah, that's right. The price, you've noticed this. Well, if you've gotten out of your house, you've noticed that it's cheap. It is cheap. Wow, this is in that Fire Lake Grand Casino Travel Plaza in Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's a great name, by the way. Fire Lake Grand Casino Travel Plaza. Dang, that sounds important and interesting. Critical Advisory, 8 p.m. is now the official time to remove your day pajamas and put on your night pajamas. Put on your ATI pajamas. Saw this March Sadness. So this was the bracket. If you just to make sure you can see this, fill out your bracket. You got to watch TV or yard work. Then you got vacuum versus dust. You've got interact with family versus tax prep, and get to know the wife versus barbecue. There's no cigar on this. Terrible. You know what? Cross out dust and put smoke cigar, because that's the winner in my March Sadness. You're not hungry, you're bored, shut the door. I've seen a lot of this on Facebook, by the way. It's interesting. Isn't it? It's fascinating. You can make a whole show out of what do people have in their fridge. 93-year-old lady pleads for more beer. I need more beer. That was good. That's a great shot. And you know what? Asking ye shall receive. Molson Coors delivered 150 beers. Did you see that? God bless her. She opened one right then and there. That's awesome. Here's your COVID stimulus assistance. Nothing like blatant abusive marketing right off the bat. It's only mid-April. We've already got... It's great. Hey, this is how you get your car shipping news on Auto Transport Intel. Did you tell your friends? Did you start your watch party? I hope so. I really do. Hey, okay, so... Alright, now we're into some serious news. Okay, so New York Times, you guys saw this. I shared this on Stated Car Hauling Address. You can go to the NewYorkTimes.com interactive. Can you read that? And you can see which states and cities have told residents to stay at home, which is basically all of them. As long as you're not in Michigan, you're probably okay. Although I know Utah, they're in here too. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, Nevada, he announced new restrictions and closures. Now I think this was on the 8th. So this is last week's news. Showrooms used to display goods would be closed. So this is, it's really hard to keep which showrooms are open, which are closed. Depends on who you ask. I mean, most of them are closed, but you can. Well, if you're talking to Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, check this out. You thought showrooms was, some kind of freedom breach. Okay, well, not just public gatherings, but private ones as well. Huh? Regardless of size or family. I heard Tucker Carlson was saying if you have two houses, which is common in, I don't know, the Detroit metro area, you can't go between them. You got to pick one and stay. All public and private gatherings of any number of people occurring among persons not part of a single. You can't even visit your... Really? Is this a... Holy mackerel. That's hard to believe. We're doing that? Southern California, angry comments about the nanny state. Seal Beach officials announced residents must wear masks. You have to wear a mask. Again, that's where we saw that $1,000 fine. I think this is $500. I mean, I don't know. Really? Man, that's craziness. Oh, here we go. Here's some really good news. The coronavirus spreads at least 13 feet, and it travels on shoes. Did you see, I saw some, if you're exercising outside, you got to be even further apart because the dust molecules, the particles, they travel. Clearly, I'm not a doctor. Mississippi has gone so far as to ticket anyone who attends a church drive-in despite staying in their cars with their windows up. The church has sued the city of Greenville for the... Have you seen... There was a... Ty shared the Facebook video of this. The pastor was out in the parking lot. There were more cops in the parking lot. Holy mackerel. Really? I don't know. I just can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I believe in staying safe. This is interesting, too. Talking drone to break up crowds. This was a video. I didn't want to take the time and share the video, but there's a drone flying around playing the Daytona Beach Police Department, talking like in a megaphone that, the park is closed, you need to disperse. I share it because it really gives perspective. That's how crazy things have gotten. This is where we're headed next. We've got to box it in. Box in COVID. Stop COVID-19. Here we go. Let's see the... If you saw State of Carling address Monday, you saw me talk about this. We're going to test, isolate, find, quarantine. Test, isolate, find, quarantine. You got it. You got it. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Hey guys, what is the best choice? Kaufman EZ4 or the 3-car wedge with extensions? Well, if you're asking that right now, I guess you haven't read all the news. But this one guy says the Kaufman is junk. So that's interesting. This is what you can count on. Actually, Facebook news has seemed a little more reasonable than national news. And this is interesting, too. Somebody shared, they went through and they were pricing all the trailers. Guess which trailers are holding their value? That's right. You've seen it on Auto Transport Intel. It's pretty interesting. Interesting stuff. Here we go. They said 31 cents a mile was the best they could do on the rate, so I showed them what I could do at that price. And there's the trailer, so there's your segue. See what I'm saying? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm new to this. I'm looking to get into hotshot trucking. Where can I rent a flatbed trailer? Guy says, save your money for now. It's crazy out there. Buy a mower and a blower. Buy a mower and a blower. So let's look at some rates. Yeah, let's see is this a good time? Ooh, Opelika to Jacksonville, a Toyota Camry for $70. Say it ain't so. Oh, and it's going to the port. Awesome. That is really great. 2007 in-op Acura for $20. Wow. That is just fantastic. Let's see, 17 plus 13. 50 cents a mile on an in-op. Get out of here. You're better off with a flip of the week. Oh, hey, here we go. This is a new graphic. So, here's what we're going to do. We're halfway through industry news. Ooh, Michael says Kaufman EZ4. So here's what I want to do. I want to raise a glass. And what I want to say is, here's what we're going to do. We're only halfway through the news. So we're going to be right back. Ooh, I'll tell you what, Mark, you better fire up your computer. You might be here before 9. So dudes, stick around. We're going to be right back. Dispatcher to driver, do you wish that you had somebody else helping you look for loads? You're looking for somebody to just watch those routes and get the really good stuff, right? You want a dispatcher to watch a load board during those times where you can't, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody to help you make sure you stay loaded. And all we do is sit at computers, look at load boards, and make phone calls. That's what we do. Hey, do you watch Dispatching Live? You should. Definitely want to check out Dispatching Live. And let's go back into the industry news. Okay, see, we made it. That was quick. That was easy. Okay, what do we got next here? Coronavirus. Trump has declared major disaster in all 50 states at once. Now, I'm sure you saw this. Now, this was only, I think this was like Saturday. And the significance of this is that this allows the states to go even more rogue. You thought Michigan went rogue before? Well, hey, fire up the rogue machine. Okay. Because, okay, here we go. Utah said, okay, cool. Wow, we got something we can work with here, Trump. Thank you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a travel declaration form. That's right. Anybody coming in the state, we're going to follow Florida's lead with when it comes to New York. I have no idea why Utah did this, but they did it. They have the travel declaration form, and you got all this stuff. You got to give all this stuff, and if you don't, they are turning you around. You are not coming into Utah. Okay, well, I wasn't headed there anyways, but good to know. Here's the good news. Truckers exempt from Utah's travel declaration. Man, say it ain't so. Truckers catching a break? Well, it ain't going to be on the rates, but it is on the gas, and at least we can go to Utah. In fact, here it is. Commercial vehicle drivers are exempt from Executive Order 2020-16, right out of a science fiction novel. You know, economic relief for America's trucking companies. This is important. Thank you, Keep Trucking, for posting this. They want you to sign a petition. This is a petition for the U.S. Congress, Senate, and President. Here's the deal. What they're talking about is, the problem is that the truckers, well, here's the data. There's a 24% decline in vehicle utilization over the past 30 days. And you know who would know that? Keep Trucking, because it's the #1 ELD. So they got all the data. And they see utilization taking a bath. Okay. So if that is the data and that is the problem, and here, look at this. It's interesting. That is, what's really interesting is that those are definitely important coastal areas of traffic. And that's where a lot of the companies are based. So they're seeing, this is a problem. So here's what they're talking about. 2 fixed sources of cost for truckers and anyone in transportation. You guys know this. But I want to share this because this is really good. And tell your friends. Share this. Truck and trailer lease loan payments, you know that. And insurance costs. They are killers. And if they are crushing you and you can't bring in the revenue, obviously what's going to happen? A third of trucking company leaders are expressing serious concern about their ability to meet one or both of these obligations in the next 3 months. And the way the news is looking, it doesn't look like, this is definitely going to last another month, if not 2. I don't know, maybe 3. So without targeted economic and regulatory relief, many trucking companies will default, and this is not acceptable. So it's good to see the programs have been rolling out. I think that everyone can agree that it's nice to see. Oh, let me go backwards. It is nice to see like the EIDL and the PPP program and, loan solutions and whatnot. So if pay attention to that stuff, open those emails, read through it, talk to your accountant, talk to your lawyer, talk to your friends, but look into it, and we want you. We want you to be there on the other end when we come out of this thing. So let's keep talking. Here's a freight broker. I like what he said. Lots of brokers are crap, blah, blah. Okay. But this is a commodity industry, and now it's slow. Why? Manufacturing has come to a halt. Workers are quarantined. Truck lanes are dead, and therefore supply-demand forces are getting lower prices. These are just economic supply and demand facts. He's trying to plead with you. Don't hate all brokers. I know it's hard not to. Believe me, I was a dispatcher. But here's the deal. Just don't haul that stuff. Don't take that $20 car, park it, and chill, and let's see how we're doing in a few days. Or call brokers, make relationships, and see if you can get somebody to work with you. Okay? That's pretty good advice. That is pretty good advice. I like that. This is Gray Scott. Now, I was in a dealership team meeting with him on Zoom. Here, Somebody was sharing this and he's sharing it. It might come from cars.com. 3 phases of COVID, right? And we're here. Look, we're not even at the bottom. How great is that? But that's true. And we need to know that. We need to know, right? April's only half over, and April is like the pause button, right? This will be known as the pause button in 2020. Ain't nothing else gonna happen for the rest of the month. This is what we're doing. We're gonna be sitting here watching Auto Transport Intel nonstop, right, for the next 2 weeks. We're here, okay, and we're still going in because we're gonna look at some of the graphs. Have you seen what's going on with COVID? You guys, don't check it all the time. Don't do that. By the way, here's good news. Auctions know they got to keep things moving, right? Mannheim, Odessa, CarMax, all digital only. And they're not the only ones. Let's do Independence, America's Auto Auction, simulcast only. They're advertising it. Even Z66 Auto Auction, online only. Go to Edge Pipeline. And that's why these technologies, it's a good thing these technologies already existed. And we didn't have to just figure out simulcast like right now. This stuff already existed, and now online is where it's at, obviously. But units are still stacking up at the auto auctions. Do you read Auto Remarketing, Automotive News? Pay attention to CBT, used car news. There's a lot of dealership news out there, and you want to pay attention to those articles because we're in the shipping business, right? And if it ain't being sold, it ain't moving. These units are stacking up at the auctions, and the trend is going to continue. Sinking load volumes as panic buying subsides. So even in freight, those good paying emergency loads, yeah, that stuff has slowed down. Manufacturing is shutting down. That ain't no secret. Everybody knows that. And now it's looking into May. In fact, I went up to the Auto News. Have you seen this? You know, I have the link in State of Car Hauling. You can go to Auto News, Manufacturing, follow the latest assembly plant closings, right? And there's a list by state. And look at it. No date for restart. No date for restart. Didn't used to say that. It used to say April. Then it started to say May. Some of them, no date. I mean, you know, they're working on masks and ventilators. This ain't going to be over in 2 weeks. In fact, Jeep says, stay home. It's quite a car commercial. Weekly auction sales dip below 15,000. Okay, that is the impact of coronavirus. Obviously, a slowed wholesale demand. Let me go to the next one. The next slide, I think, has more information. All right, the U.S. wholesale auto auction had less than 15,000 unit sales during the week ending April 5th. To put this in perspective, the largest segment on the market, midsize cars, had 15,000 the week ending March 8th. And that segment had auction sales volume 2,300 units the week ending April 5th. That is, wow, from 15,000 to 2,000. 15.8 to 2.3. It's an 87% drop. That's why cars are stacking up. And again, if cars are stacking up and not selling, then they ain't moving. And Jonathan Smoke at Cox Automotive, he said this last week, several months before wholesale prices begin to rebound. Holy cow. And restarting factories could be a train wreck. I've been thinking about this. Like the global supply chain, insane. Here's a dealership number. Toyota Longo in Los Angeles was third nationally, and usually they're first by at least 1,000 units. Their sales fell 37% in March. I mean, what's April going to be like? Pause button April. That's why businesses in Michigan, again, it comes down to Michigan, dear Governor Whitmer, as I'm writing this, I'm sitting in my darkened office in the showroom of my dealership. Goes on to talk about, I mean, painful. Loves this business, loves his employees, loves what he does, and it's a ghost town. I urge you to rethink your strategy, he writes. Please. And not only, I mean, he's talking about showrooms and business. What about just letting people hang out with each other in their houses? What is going on here? Pulled off a bus for not wearing a mask? Did you see this video? This is real. Holy cow, this is America? What happened? I was in Vegas in February. What in the... That was 60 days ago. Now a guy's getting ripped off a bus for not wearing a mask. U.S. meat supply is close to shortage. What, this just... Wasn't this yesterday? Yeah, this was yesterday. One of the country's largest pork-producing plants closed indefinitely. Nearly 300 employees tested positive for COVID. Wow. And that's in South Dakota, right? So there's our curve, right? It changes. There's variations, but we're still kind of headed upwards or something. But then here's this one. Okay, coronavirus. This is on the John Hopkins. Now, that last graph might have been global because this is U.S., right? Let's see what we got here. Okay, U.S. confirmed cases on a 5-day average are down. Thank goodness. Maybe we could stop ripping people off buses. Can we get to the end of April without it going back up? I think that's what we need to know. Yeah, can we get back to work? I saw this and I'm like, yeah, the good old days. People were working and stuff. I see you guys in the live chat. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching Auto Transport Intel. Okay, big picture. All right, I saw this article. This is good stuff. Okay. All right, so where are we? What are we doing? Fear of the impending car price collapse. That'll get your attention. And if the auto industry has a car price collapse, yeah, the shipping industry is definitely going to. Vehicles are already starting to pile up. That is the word of the day. Vehicles are piling up in overflow lots. If that fear is realized, prices plummet. Automakers will have to write down the value of lease contracts. Rental car companies will also get less money. 6 months from now, there'll be huge, if not unprecedented levels of wholesale supply. That's bad news for car shipping. Car crash. U.S. auto sales rate. Look at that. Plummet. Used car sales fell 64%. Prices have fallen about 10% in recent weeks. And, and 2 months ago, we were just talking about how the used car market, wow. Vehicles are going to depreciate in value. Each percentage point increase raises, this is GM Financial's expenses, by $300 million. So they're going to be in the billions in their losses. That's why we got to get the economy going. Rental car companies, all trying to find ways to unload cars without taking too big of a hit. A big drop in residual values comes straight to the bottom line and can create liquidity problems. One of Manheim's biggest tasks now, here it is. Because what Manheim is doing is going to tell you something. Finding places to park the stream of vehicles headed for auctions. They're not selling as fast as the supply is growing. There are cars. Even Ryan shared a video. He found a church parking lot packed with cars. I mean, they weren't going anywhere. They were packed in. They were filling the spots. No cars moving anywhere. Stay tuned to mymanheim.com. This was last updated April 8th. We are on pause. I mean, I know the simulcast and the digital auctions are happening this week, but the volumes aren't there. Because who needs more cars right now? Our dealerships are filling up. Manheim Little Rock started on March 26th. So yeah, they're buying and selling. And they will release cars. But how many are moving? I know, I'm not reading the live chat. Cash for clunkers. Thank you, Jeff. Here's a good one. I just saw this today. Okay, so do this. Go to nada.org/coronavirus/webinars. All right, nada.org. Do this. Get in this webinar tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Legal and regulatory implications of online sales, what dealers need to know. Pay attention to what the dealers are being told about their legal and regulatory implications for selling online. That's going to tell you something about delivery. Absolutely register for that. I'm already registered. Ziggy says, a little food for thought. Sell service, not price. I distilled it down into 4 words. And God bless y'all and good luck. Hey, I saw this. Here's interesting. Yeah, you'll keep looking for deals. MailChimp says they'll give you a free.com. Check it out. Get online. Get working on that website. I know, marketing is, marketing doesn't mean money now. But marketing is how you build and grow your business into the future. That is something you can actually do. Go to webinars. I know, it's Webinar City, right? DrivingForceDealer.com/webinars. Yeah, dude, go to the Cox Auto Inc. site. See what they're doing. See what they're talking about. You know Cox has their finger on the pulse. Mannheim, Cox Mannheim. See what I'm saying? CarMax, curbside is the latest move to help its customers. Everything's curbside now. CurbsideAutoTransport.com. These deals are coming fast. Vroom and Santander. Look for anybody with a flatbed delivery system is going to be marketing like crazy. Get in on that. I'm not sure your angle, but work on it. And, think about things like this too. Tesla, they're going to get a further lead than they already had. Yeah, especially when it comes to electric pickup trucks. And, Cybertruck. Here we go. Pay attention to all social media with car shipping companies like Acertus. Manage inventory online at any time. That's definitely going to be something that's going to be needed right now. Storage. Manage your inventory. All right, we're seeing it. Cars are going to be everywhere, parked and loaded up in places. Oh, this is one. This is interesting. I'm sharing this because it makes me think. Okay, Ride Clean already existed. Cox Automotive, they have a ton of brands. But Ride Clean? Ride Clean. Interesting. Could you be the clean car shipping? Anyway, something to think. I'm telling you, this is going to... You take flatbeds and spray bottle city and put that together. That is a business model. It may not be fun, but that's a business model. And hey, if you don't like that idea, play Trade Rev Bingo. Hey, at least there's a free... detailed a car, registered for Trade Rev, downloaded the Trade Rev app. Thought this was great marketing. Do this. Make a bingo card. Bingo card shipping. Okay, so remember those weird ideas we saw a couple months ago? Seemed pretty weird, like, I don't need it. Yep, it's not so weird anymore. Nero's driverless delivery pod, delivering the groceries. Touchless, driverless, emotionless groceries. Think about it. Self-driving vehicles deployed for transport coronavirus tests. Driverless. Coming to a city near you. Oh, hey, by the way, good news. So, Acertus, Velocity, Haul with Acertus. So you were supposed to go to Haul with Acertus. It's ended now. They gave the $500 gift card. The winner is... Caravan Transport. Caravan Transport of Feasterville, PA. Let's get a better one than that. There we go. What? Do you have anything but sirens? There we go. Caravan Transport of Feasterville, PA is the $500 gift card winner for registering at Haul with Acertus, and that's with Vinlocity. And by the way, don't forget to visit Vinlocity.com. Learn more about Vinlocity. Car hauling software. That's right. If you missed the Acertus show, I encourage you to check it out. Visit. You can go to on YouTube. Type in Acertus Last Mile Delivery. Watch the show. And if you were here live that night, wow, that was fireworks. That was a crazy show. It's a great interview, though. I encourage you to check it out. Oh, also, hey, tonight, Dispatch Center. You know I love car hauling software, right? Truckify mobile app. We're going to be talking about that more tonight. We're going to be talking about Dispatch Center. Have you tried Truckify? Check that out. Go to dispatchcenter.com. Go to truckify.com. Go to superflowsystems.com. Because tonight is the Ship with Larry show. So Ship with Larry is essentially, this is a way to use Alexa to reach car shipping customers. You don't want them Googling cheap car shipping. Forget that. Alexa, open Quotify. Open Quotify, say your route, your year, make, and model. We're going to get a demo of that with Mark tonight. That is going to be awesome. You're going to love this. You are really going to love this. Don't forget to check out State of Car Hauling Address every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with me, your host, noon Central Time. Man, that means I got to go live again tomorrow at noon. What in the world am I going to talk about? Man, I'm always sitting at this desk looking at the news. That's what we're going to talk about. And then we're going to bring in Ty, get a little bit of information from him. Definitely want to check that out. Next week is the Car Buying Sight Unseen show. Have you heard of Car Score? Vehicle condition reports. This just got more important. Because you know what's happening now? People can't go to the dealership, can't go to the showroom, got to look at the stuff online. You need good information online. Aaron Mayer, he's going to talk about it. Actually, I got to meet Aaron in Vegas when we could actually travel and see other people. Remember that? Yeah, that was in February. And I saw Aaron. Hey, and don't forget, Dispatching Live with ATI and Murphy Auto Transport. So we're going to be doing this every 2 weeks. So Thursday, April 23rd is the next live show at noon Central Time. I have a penchant for noon Central Time. So you're going to definitely want to check that out. And, oh, this is crazy. Okay, the broker versus dispatcher debate. I know, I see. I got a bunch of stuff coming in. And I'm going to share it. I'm going to share that during the show. I will, so keep it coming. And if you guys have something to share, I got messages coming in right now. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Send it to me. I'll share it. I'll get to it tonight if I can. Otherwise, it'll make the next show. But, dude, April 28th, we have broker versus dispatcher. Who doesn't love this topic? Huh? Broker versus dispatcher with James Lamb. He's with SBTC, Small Business and Transportation Coalition. That's going to be an awesome show. Okay, what else do we have? Hey, this is the Car Shipping Business Channel. No way. All right, so here's the deal. It's 8:45. I hope it's not too loud. I'm seeing like I'm redlining over here. Anybody else redlining? Okay, so listen, it's 8:45. And just living the dream, heart transplant. Hey, let's go back. I'll tell you what. Let's go back into the live chat. Before we go to Mark, I have missed a ton of live chat. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's see what else we got. You got some stimulus money? That's awesome, man. I want some stimulus money. You can't wait to meet Larry? Cool, cool. Engaged Transport. Hey, what's up? Engaged Transport. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully, you act upon it. Get the money. Because, listen, the government, our government knows that we're in such economic trouble that they want to help all of us. And that's not a common, right? When's the last time you heard that? When's the last time you heard that Michigan told people you can't go hang out at people's houses? Like, things are really crazy, right? So if you can apply and get that help, get that money. And some of it you don't even have to pay back. Who heard of that? Making it rain. Hey Jay, Marcus from Exclusive Luxury Transport in Las Vegas. What's up to you, Marcus? Thanks for joining the show tonight. New Mexico's talking about screening truck drivers at every entrance and exit of the state. Weren't they already doing that? I'm just kidding. Hey, Fast Eddie Transport is here in the bunker. Excellent. Everybody in your bunker? You got your army hats and your old pork and beans? Because nothing spells tyranny like COVID. Wow, those rates, that's total disrespect for the hardworking trucker. It is. It's not even. That's not even trucking. Even the tow guys wouldn't take that. That's why it's come on. That's not. I don't even know. You can't even get an Uber for that. Can you? Looks like a pea picker, says Joel Shaw. Grass cutting companies are shutting down in communist Michigan. Can't even cut the lawn. Holy mackerel. What do you do in Michigan? I mean, me and Ty, we were just there. When was that, Ty? We were in Michigan for Automotive Logistics Global Detroit. Loved it. Downtown was great. I'm glad we got to see it before it slipped into the ocean. We thought California would go down first. That's a joke. Alexander Collado, have an easy 4 for sale. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think you could throw a rock and find a trailer for sale right now. And no, I mean, that's no offense to anybody selling a trailer. That's just, again, that's the supply and demand. That's what's going on. Supply and demand governs everything. That's why they, economics 101, that's why they have it. Hello, you all. Is this where we find freight? I don't know if it's where you find it. It's where we talk about something like that. That dispatching live the other day was freaking awesome. Thanks, Michael. I really appreciate that. Oh, hey, this is getting in the way of my important graphics. Yeah, you know what? I'm really proud of the dispatching live show. I'm really proud of the state of car hauling show we did yesterday. I think the content just keeps getting better and better. Really, practice makes perfect. I went live every day last week, Monday through Friday. And, I like being alive. Being live is being alive. It's my format. We need to open up this economy like tomorrow. Amen. Well, that's what, and I think if there's anything that is kind of a good intersection, Trump is a businessman. We're in a business crisis. Might be room for something good to happen there. Fiat, Jeep, and Brazil is closed. Yeah, everything's just closed. Jeeps are made to go off-road, social distance in the outdoors. I know, and they say stay home. Were they kidding? Is that like reverse psychosis, as they say? Nobody says that. Seaport Services with us. Greetings from Jacksport 3226 in the house. That's cool. Thanks for joining us, Candy, at Seaport Service. Really do appreciate it. And saying hello and helping out the people. By the way, if you haven't heard Candy's I Love Car Shipping, Candy, I'm telling you that I Love Car Shipping, where you and that other guy were kind of role-playing at what happens at the port if you don't have a TWIC, that is great content. If you haven't heard it, you bug Candy. Say, Candy, I want to hear that stuff where you and that guy were at the port and you don't have a TWIC. And it is the truth. Sideways City. What's going on, everybody? It's CFL Transportation. Thanks for joining us, CFL. Appreciate it. Heart Transportation is living the dream. Jay, this is the first time I've seen you not shaved. Really? Well, all right. This is the real, I have to shave sometimes, otherwise I look like Pappy Van Winkle. But I appreciate you noticing. Well, and this is a high definition camera. It's higher definition than my Zoom camera. You'll notice, whatever, frame rate and all that stuff. F-stops. Please, if you're an owner op and you think you don't qualify, you can still get 15 to 30K. Dang, that's excellent. Once you fill out the PPP application, they reach out to you asking for more docs. 1040s for sole props, 940s for core. That's great. That's great. Great information. Hey, guys, if you have links to the PPP and the OPP, okay. If you have links to these programs, please share them. Because I know sometimes it's confusing. Where do you go, right? We can't all be accountants. I saw an enclosed 10 car for sale on Facebook for 29 grand. Ouch. His hair is probably down to his ankles. Jeez. That's Pappy Van Winkle. Yes, Candy, I almost forgot to share it here. Oh, yeah, I use Dispatch Center myself. Works great. Thanks, Marcus. That's awesome. Gary P. Seaport. Matthews Jokes. Hey, what's up, Matthews Jokes? Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm an introvert. Come on. You know what? We're all introverts. We're all people. Hey, ACV been pretty quiet. I know. That's right. I didn't see the regular ACV, we're having a big old sale party on LinkedIn like I did. But I'm sure they're selling. If you're doing live, simulcast, digital, auction, that's where it's at right now. The problem is it's tough to get the volumes that you're used to. But you have to do what you can. You have to. Other than hauling $20 cars across Houston. Hey, they got to go to their lenders where they keep their business accounts. Howdy, gang. What's up, Ryan? Thanks for tuning in and saying hello. So look at that. I ate up 5 more minutes. And I want to see those PPP links in the live chat. I want to know where to go. Where do we go to get our loan that we don't have to pay back? Right? We're going to need it. That thing, by the way, it's not like that money. It's not like it's, it ain't giant money. That money will be gone by the end of May. Right? ACV's dead pretty much, unfortunately. Well, everything. Right now, all load boards are pretty quiet. It is Cricket City out there. It's unfortunate. I didn't check the central. Anybody know hey, Sue, if you're still in the live chat, what's the central dispatch volume right now? Last time we checked it, I think that was last week, it was like 13 13,000 nationwide for the next 30 days, domestic 48 states. I think that's what it was, which is that's not near the 45 it used to be in 2017 when we could all go outside and do stuff. By the way, I'm going to check the Facebook chat real quick. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Great people joining. Oh, I don't see any watch parties, though. Really? Nobody got the memo? That'll happen. Hey, Bogey Joe Sr.'s in the Auto Transport Intel Facebook. Getting closer to your escape room. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're watching from Botswana. Great. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. And I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for sharing that's cool. Thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Share, share, share. And if you didn't already hit the like button, you can hit it, you can smash it, throw it against the wall, whatever it takes. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to, we're going to hear from Dispatch Center. And when we come after the break, okay, Mark, get ready, buddy. You are coming into the Zoom video meeting. We're going to learn about Ship with Larry. I am telling you, you want to know more about this. Please stick around. We're going to be right back.
Superflow Systems is excited to introduce DispatchCenter.com, a full-service load board for brokers, shippers, carriers, and drivers, featuring integrations with Truckify mobile app and iTruckPay. Use Route Scout technology to build your routes. Maximize truck capacity. Stay loaded at the highest available revenue with the least amount of driving miles. Tell us your lanes. Loadification will alert you to new loads posting in your route. Views instant load notifications sent with Book Now features. Search and book loads directly through the Truckify mobile app. Brokers and shippers, post your loads to Dispatch Center. Give authorized carriers the opportunity to instantly book your loads. Dispatch Center powers the Truckify mobile app, allowing instant load assignment to the driver. Truckify will send inspection reports, geo-located pickup and delivery photos, BOLs, and invoices back to the broker. Brokers, shippers, carriers, and drivers, Dispatch Center, and Truckify have what you need to be more profitable every day.
All right, cool, guys. Thank you so much for coming back and joining me tonight on Auto Transport Intel Tuesday Nights Live. Mark is going to be with us in a minute. And you know what I realized is that I'm going to share my screen here. Check out this. I wanted to share this. This is a PDF. Remember I was telling you, go to nada.org/ I think it was coronavirus. And you're going to sign up for the coronavirus. Now, you're going to sign up for a webinar tomorrow talking about regulatory and online compliance for dealerships. And they've already got this document, which, this is talking about safely operating dealerships during a pandemic. Guess what industry needs one of these? Huh? What industry could use a PDF? Ooh, look at that. Tells you where to wipe down with the wipes. I mean, look at all this information. I wonder what industry could use a document like this. I just wonder. Let's see. Let's see what Mark has to say. Here he is. He's coming in the meeting right now. Logging in. And mic check 1, 2. Checkity check. Okay, and he's joining right now. And let's do this. Let's get... go ahead and there we go. That way it's not too intrusive. And he's getting his audio and video set up. By the way, I want to say this. I looked into, there was that article about Zoom and oh my gosh, and there were crazy things happening in Zoom meetings. Hey, here's a tip. Don't share your Zoom meeting link on popular social media platforms with everybody. Also, make sure that you give yourself the ability to admit people and allow them to do things in your meeting. Otherwise, chaos may reign. So, hey, here's the deal. Zoom is a fine product. I've been using it for years. And now that I read this article, I can tell you that mistakes were made. So, keep on zooming. Mark, can you hear me and see me okay?
I can, Jay. How are you?
All right, I'm good, man. I'm on fire.
Good.
Right?
You're on fire.
I mean,
That's right.
You know,
busy. 3 shows a week, 4 shows a week. What do you got? 4
well, okay,
shows.
so I like
Dispatching.
it's
5.
it's 4 to 5.
You could do 5.
I'm doing 4 and then 5 and then 4 and then 5, and that's my new schedule.
Wow.
I know.
That is
right?
on fire.
Right?
I know.
I know. Well, I got to keep, now that I've got my chops up, right? I've got 130 plus live Tuesday night shows under my belt. And State of Car Hauling Address tomorrow is already show like 14.
Wow.
Right? And dispatching
Those
live.
have been good, especially Ty doing the live, getting out and doing
yeah.
the remotes, the live remotes. It's valuable.
Thank you. And I love, you know, what's great is that me and Ty, we've traveled together, and we know each other. We don't need a script. We don't even need to know what it is we're going to talk about. We just go. But I'm also pulling in news, and then, and I love the format. I think that show might take off, actually. There's something about it. So
something about it.
There's something
good.
about it. So thank you.
And the timing is good, too.
The
timing is good.
Right. Yeah. And here's the thing is, here's what I recognize. That's why we got to keep it short. You know, we still have to keep control over what it is that we do. You're a busy guy.
Yeah, lately.
Do you have time to tune in to a 15-minute live stream 3 times a week? No, you don't. So I respect people's time. I guess I don't on Tuesday nights. I keep them forever. But this is a platform for interviews and community and sharing information. That's why it's a long show. So, hey, man, let's get to the bread and butter. What is Ship with Larry, dude? What is going on?
Ship with Larry is a way to bring in the Quotify for Carriers segment, but also Ship with Larry originally is for the brokers, and the brokers to be able to provide quotes to people who need to ship their car. And the Ship with Larry, we brought in Alexa into the fold and can get a live quote from Alexa and bringing that in. And so the thing that is a little different with it is now we're bringing in the Quotify for Carriers, and that's what we've been talking about for a while, getting the Quotify for Carriers, getting carriers on Quotify, because they get to identify their route at their rate, and then when brokers, dealers, shippers want to place an order, if the quote that is for the vehicle that needs to be moved is in the carriers who's doing Quotify, if it's in their lane, and they will populate. And so we have some examples. I have some examples of that I'd like to show at some point, but I'm not sure how you want to roll that.
Well, we're definitely going to do that. Before we do, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to tease that a little bit more. Okay, so
yep.
So you're saying that you've integrated Alexa, right?
Yes.
And that benefits the car shipper and the car carrier. You never go, now you're not Googling silly things like cheap car shipping, best auto transport in the universe. You're not doing that stuff?
You don't have to. No, not with Alexa.
That's revolutionary.
It is, actually.
You're a rebel.
It is. We always like to lead the industry in technology, Jay. You know that.
I know. I do.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing is, we knew, it's kind of like the digital, this is why I like looking at digital marketing with dealerships, is that people have been talking about digital marketing at dealerships, customers are going to buy cars online, and up until a couple months ago, a lot of dealerships are like, nah, it's not going to happen. Well, suddenly something changed, right? Now, that's an unpredictable thing. But you have to pay attention to trends and technology. And it seems like, anybody who has an Echo in their house and uses Alexa for, like, personal scheduling, grocery lists, setting alarms, turning on devices on. Do you do that stuff?
I don't have it at my house. However, I an app on my phone that I can use at any time. So anybody can also get the app from the App Store, the Android or iOS, and they can use it at any time. And
Wow.
Amazon is really pretty cool about how they give you updates. Like so many things. There's so many things that Alexa can do, and they'll just, I don't even know how many times a week, they'll just send a list of things. Ask Alexa this. Just they always have new stuff. It's pretty cool.
Well, and it seems I've seen Alexa being used, and it seems like, I'm going to guess, and I'm sure Amazon has a graph of how much you use Alexa, and I'm pretty sure it goes pretty COVID. Okay, that's not an adjective, but
it is now.
It is now. The thing is that, I mean, you get addicted to using Alexa, and so since we know that, it's just like using Uber or any of these other. It's like using Prime. Once you get used to Amazon overnight delivery, can you go back to waiting a week? No.
I know.
And so once you plot the dot on the map of the curve of using something like Alexa for car shipping, why would you go back? Why would you go back to searching? You wouldn't. That's what I love about it. You wouldn't. You wouldn't unless you had a bad experience or something didn't work technologically, right? And that's always, that's why you, as a technology guy, some of those things, and you wouldn't have gotten into technology if you couldn't handle that to some degree. And troubleshooting is probably your middle name, Mark Troubleshooting Grodicky.
I have to troubleshoot because, like live, we'll see how this goes. I have a lot of confidence, but it's live.
I know, we're live. We're gonna do a live demo live.
Yeah, and have some of our carriers that are in the chat frequently. I've just programmed some stuff in there to be fun, and
cool.
So we'll do a few quotes and see. The cool thing about the whole setup is that Quotify will give quotes and responses to people who have set their lane and their route. And so if you want to be a part of that, any carrier can be a part of that, even if it's one lane, one route that they run. Just put it in, and when a broker, a dealer, or a shipper needs to ship the car, they will populate. And the thing that we're trying to push is the carrier, get the carrier putting in their route, and then so the Quotify part of it, the Quotify for carriers, and they will display the customer, the broker, the dealer, or the shipper, the customer, whoever's going to place the order, can book straight with the carrier at the carrier's rate.
See,
if you're a carrier, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? That's your rate.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I really don't know why you wouldn't.
You
other than maybe time, or you think it's too complicated.
We can help on the setup, and to help you know what your route is. It's using TAQ, Transport Auto Quoter, and one of the pieces in the auto quoter is to have the carrier be able to select that they want to only price their lanes and routes. A broker uses TAQ, and they price everything. It doesn't matter. They have the connections with the carriers. They post it, and they want to quote everything. So the way we're setting this up, and we have just a little bit of programming to do to get the system to separate the carriers from the brokers. So right now I have it not having brokers in the system because I want to demonstrate carriers and the carriers' routes. So as it comes through, the design and the intention moving forward is going to have the first rate be displayed and announced of the carrier's rate. So if a carrier's on that route, he will be the one that displays. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, they will be the ones that display first. And if there's not a carrier on that route, then it will go back to the brokers who were already using Quotify. So it'll cover both angles.
You know, Candy, Seaport Service, she said something. She said she hit it. This is a power move for carriers. It is.
It is.
This is a way. You know, it's so interesting, and that's why I like
Candy.
to share. Oh, good, yeah, Candy nailed it. I like to share the price rants from carriers about brokers, and I understand it. As a dispatcher, I felt exactly the same way. I wasn't even driving the truck, and I felt that way. But now, as I learned more about how the business works and the bigger picture, you have to find a way to get closer to the customer, and this is a way to get closer to the shipper. That's what the broker did. The broker got close to the customer and built a business around that. As the carrier with the truck, if you do that, that's powerful.
So with the broker in Pro ABD, as the broker has a quote and he could send it to the fishing pond and look for a carrier to match. So if the carrier has a loadification route into his dispatch center, he will get a notification when a broker posts something, even if it's in the fishing pond. And he'll be notified. He'll be able to respond and be able to request it. Additionally, though, the broker, as he's trying to match a carrier with his customer, it'll come up in the system of what the move is, the origin and destination, and the broker will be able to, if a carrier matches similarly to the way it does in My Carrier Network, when you have an order and everybody who's run that route before, it populates. So if there's 30 carriers that have run that route before, the broker can email and text those carriers. It'll happen very similarly that when a broker has a quote, maybe not an order yet, and he's trying to make it an order, he could press, if there's a match, the Quotify button to see what carriers are running that route and how much do they need for it. He can tell his customer right when he's on the phone with the customer, I have 2 guys that run that route and I can do it for this much money. And we can have it looking at the profiles. He can look at the profiles of the carriers and see what the estimated pickup is. I run this route, I pick up every 2 days or 3 days. That information will be there. So he'll be able to tell his customer with knowing what the carrier wants and not trying to roll the dice to see the rate that he's trying to book the load with the customer at what he thinks it's going to be.
That's right.
And he actually has a carrier that says, I run this route, this is how much I want, give me the order. Just push the order to me. So that's what we're talking about.
And I want to say this too, is that you know, I'm going to throw a shout out to, I think it's Brandon Scott at Alliance Logistics. He's a freight broker, and he did a show. He was live 3 hours ago, and I was listening to him talk. And one of the things that he talks about, he's on YouTube and he has webinars. Really informative guy. And one of the things he was talking about was diversification. And I think that that's something that in car shipping isn't done enough. Diversification would look like not only the load board and not only making relationships with brokers, but also finding ways to get closer to the customer so that you have all these different ways of collecting loads and money coming into your funnel of business. And that's one,
exactly
right. And that's one of the, so I'm not positive that you should never work with a broker, and I'm not positive that you should always have your own customer. I think you have to have different ways of staying loaded, because markets have fluctuations, and if it is all your own customer and they decide, you know, well, this week we're going to send all of our cars to Alaska. Well, that doesn't do you a whole lot of good. You're going to have to broker out all those loads, and now you're the broker, which, by the way, is another reason in this diversification model to have a broker's license.
true. If you need one.
And that's the thing is, that's a little. I'm a little bit.
We'll find out next week.
Exactly.
We'll find out next week.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay.
Broker versus dispatcher. Man, this is gonna be a great show. All right, I'll tell you what. I know people are chomping at the bit. Let's take a demo. What do you want to do? Do you want to share your screen? What do you want to do next?
You want to do an Alexa?
Yeah. So we'll just stay
Wait,
here.
You could stay right there
Yeah,
if you
stay
want.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
let's do one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do an Alexa. Okay,
So,
here we go, guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Alexa, open Quotify.
Thank you for using Quotify. Larry is going to help
Can you
out
hear
with
it?
your car
Turn that
shipping
volume
needs.
up.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark, it is a pleasure to help you ship your car today. Please say get a quote to get started on a quote.
Get a quote.
Let's get started with what you are transporting. Please give me the year, make, and model of the vehicle. Let's start with the year of your car.
2017.
Now what is the make? For example, Ford or Toyota.
Ford.
Excellent. Now what is the model? For example, Explorer or Prius.
Mustang.
Oh, that is what I drive too. Do you have any issues like your car not starting, running, or maybe it won't brake or steer? We want to make sure the driver can safely get your vehicle onto the truck without any extra equipment. Say I do or do not need assistance.
I do not need assistance.
Okay, great. We offer open car carrier transportation standard and enclosed car carrier for an additional fee. Which do you prefer, open or enclosed?
Open transport.
Okay, you'd like an open transport and you do not need assistance. Now, what is the zip code of the pickup location?
60290.
What is the zip code of the drop-off location?
48201.
Okay, Mark. Thank you for that information. I have asked Larry, the car shipping guru, to send the quotes and booking details to the email address linked with your Amazon account. Larry has provided shipping quotes for 3 top-rated auto transport companies. Carlos Braxton with ACB Logistics will ship for $350, Fast Eddie Transport for $385, and Marcus at Exclusive Luxury Transport at $270. If you would like to ship with any of these companies, make sure to follow the links provided by Larry. He works hard for his commission. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you want to do another?
Yeah, that's awesome,
Another,
man.
it is a pleasure to help you ship your car today. Please say get a quote to get started on a quote.
Get a quote. Do you want me to do another one, Jay?
Yeah, please.
Let's get started with what you are transporting. Please give me the year, make, and model of the vehicle. Let's start with the year of your car.
2018.
Now what is the make? For example, Ford or Toyota.
Honda.
Excellent. Now what is the model? For example, Explorer or Prius.
Accord.
Oh, that is what I drive too. Do you have any issues like your car not starting, running, or maybe it won't brake or steer? We want to make sure the driver can safely get your vehicle onto the truck without any extra equipment. Say I do or do not need assistance.
I do not need assistance.
Okay, great. We offer open car carrier transportation standard and enclosed car carrier for an additional fee. Which do you prefer, open or enclosed?
Open transport.
Okay, you'd like an open transport and you do not need assistance. Now, what is the zip code of the pickup location?
30301.
What is the zip code of the drop-off location?
32226. My girl Candy.
Okay, Mark. Thank you for that information. I have asked Larry, the car shipping guru, to send the quotes and booking details to the email address linked with your Amazon account. Larry has provided shipping quotes for 1 top-rated auto transport company.
Should have been 2.
And Carlos Braxton with ACB Logistics will ship for $345. If you would like to ship with any of these companies, make sure to follow the links provided by Larry. He works hard for his commission. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you.
Thank you for using Quotify. If you need assistance again in the future, ask Alexa to open Quotify.
So people have to, right now, go to their Alexa and enable the skill of Quotify. Just enable the skill. So anybody who has an Alexa, they know how to enable a skill.
Okay.
And you could do that from your mobile app or your desktop. Enable the skill of Quotify, and then open it up. So we've got a couple things. I had a couple things in there, and I was hoping to get 2 responses, and Hart Transportation that I set up right at the end, and I might not have had something set correctly. But if anybody at home is playing along and they want to do a Quotify quote for 30301, which is Atlanta, going to Candy at Jacksport at 32226. I had it set up, I thought, for 2, so well, they can do that. And there's some other ones that I had set up from I did Detroit 48201 and going to Atlanta 30301. And there's some other ones in there, but I wanted to just show the guys, and so that you recognize guys that are in the chat all the time that are in there.
Yeah.
I just put them into our system. The rates can be whatever they want them to be. There was nothing really. You can book through that system, and what the carrier needs to make that move, and at what rate.
Okay, we froze for a second, but we're okay. Are you guys back? We froze for a sec. Are we back? I think we're back. We're okay. It was momentary. Those things happen. I think it's because everybody's on the internet. Man, we see you. Okay, we're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Everybody's at home on the internet. Okay, so yeah, and I wanted to read a couple questions. Okay, here's a good one. Gary has a good question. This is a good fundamental question. All right, he's asking, how long do I have to be in business to sign up with Superflow? How would you answer that question?
As long as you have active authority and insurance, we don't care who you haul for. People are going to book with you. You're not booking the loads with us. So whatever a shipper, whatever their rules are for the shipment, some people have different rules on you have to have so many loads under your belt, but we don't have that rule. You just need active authority and insurance.
Okay, and so then where should Gary go to get started? Should he go to dispatchcenter.com?
Yes, dispatchcenter.com. And the cool thing about if you go there, when you sign up at dispatchcenter.com, you get the Dispatch Center as a carrier, but we also, at the same time as you're signing up, we create your Truckify mobile app, login, and credentials will be the same as the Dispatch Center. So it is actually very helpful, and the right order would be to sign up at Dispatch Center. You'll get your Truckify mobile app at the time that you sign up, and you'll be able to log into both.
And then how do you start to give your rates on your routes so you can end up in Alexa searches?
So two things I would suggest. First, set up your notifications. So your load notification, what is the route that you run, and when any load is posted to the load board, we will send you a notification, load notification that a load has just been posted in that route. Cool. You can book from the text, you can book from an email, you can go to Dispatch Center at your notifications and make the request.
Thank you, Brendan Dawson from Accident Plan, joined the show. Had a great show with Brendan in the past. I want to ask this. Okay, so how do you set up your notifications? You go into Dispatch Center, right?
Yes.
And then it's in your account settings or?
Yeah. So you put your drivers in. How many drivers do you have?
Okay.
And so you enter your drivers first, and if you're the only driver, you're already in there. And then you add your routes. You just add a route.
Cool.
And when you add the route, you select which driver do you want to be notified when a loadification notice comes in.
Right. Man, that's awesome.
So
Loadifications
you can have it go to
is awesome.
It is.
That's carrier power, dude.
It is, and quick
And it helps,
notifications too. I promise
everybody
that you will get a loadification notice before it's on any other load board, like any of the big dog load boards.
Oh, okay. Now, Carlos says my notifications are still not working. There's a glitch in the matrix. So,
damn it, Carlos.
Carlos, so I guess you guys are in touch, is my guess.
Oh, there was, and I could check, and I will check, and I apologize that if they aren't working.
I know you will.
But yeah, so there is, when in the setup initially we were having it to where you had to check the box of I want a notification text message, I want a notification email. Now we've made it default, and he was an early signer-upper, and it's probably that box didn't get checked. There's 2 spots for it. I'll help him out with that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there, you know what to do, Carlos. Get in touch with Mark. Let's see. So
I'll call him tomorrow.
Yeah. Perfect.
I'll call him tomorrow.
All right. You're on the list. So you have to have an MC. So a dispatcher has to set it up through the carrier, like Central Dispatch. Good one, Michael. Good question. I know that we're entering the arena where dispatching is an unclarified definition, but I know that I was a dispatcher at a time, and so if you're a dispatcher working with a carrier, yes, your carrier signs up with Dispatch Center, and you'll use the carrier's account to help that carrier book loads and do whatever you would do as if you were sitting next to the driver in the truck. So it's the driver's account. Without a driver, without an MC number, you can't have an account, right? You have to have an MC number.
True.
Okay.
As a driver, as a carrier, you can be a dealer and have you could be on a broker, a dealer, a car rental. You can still post loads. But to transport loads, you need the MC number or DOT.
Well, and I was just going to say, and so let's say you're a broker or a dealer and you want to post loads. That's where you want to be on the Pro ABD side of the CRM, or what's your recommendation to a broker or dealer that wants to use Dispatch Center?
I would recommend Pro ABD.
Yeah.
However, it's a very, very strong system. It's full of features. But they don't have to.
Right.
We have APIs that people can if they have their own proprietary system, they can post through our APIs. Additionally, if you're a dealer, you just go to the post page to post a load, and it's very similar to Central Dispatch as they recognize that it's as they post a load, so they can post or they can assign, and it's quick and easy. It's a quicker, easier system, recognizing who you've done before, and if it is, it will populate that information on the section that you're at.
And that's good, because we know that you're always going to have companies that are like, nah, I've got a CRM. I don't want to do that. I just want to post my loads on your load board as well, because I know that you got the notifications where carriers can set their routes. You've got car shipping customers that can now use Alexa, Ship with Larry. So I just want to post loads on your program, and they can do that.
You know what's kind of cool, Brian, who you've all met before, our IT genius.
Yeah.
He came up with a way that if a dealer, for instance, posts on Dispatch Center and they put in their settings, their Central Dispatch account, and there's a UID, the identification number that they put into Dispatch Center, so they post easy, quickly on Dispatch Center, it'll push to Central. So if they're like, I need to have my Central Dispatch,
right,
I need to be on Central Dispatch, which they probably do, because Dispatch Center is not strong enough to support today for them not to be on Central. today.
Right.
But to make it easy, you post on Dispatch Center. The posting is quick, and it'll push over to your central dispatch account.
And that's the thing too, is that in the interim, it's understandable that people wouldn't want to lose the visibility of Central, but they don't want to only rely on that technology. This is
exactly.
a way
That's exactly
to
right.
manage both. That's
diversification.
It's the best of diversification. Everybody needs it.
Yeah, they do.
Claire's has a good question. Any lag in the notification? Any lag in the notifications? Has it been compared to, say, notifications direct from Central Dispatch? So, interesting question.
It's kind of cool in a way that when a broker posts a load and he just clicks the button to post to the load boards, in ABD there is just like a second where it processes and it's sending the notification notices before it actually I think that you get the notification notice so fast before you would even see it on Dispatch Center, and way before that it's posted on Central.
Right.
Before 2 minutes maybe.
That's
is that way before?
It's not. I think it is. It's not the same as. It's not the same as paying for notifications on Central, right? It's not the same as that, or is it? No, it's just part of what will be the subscription cost for the notification notices. And that's it. You're not paying any extra for notifications. What you're doing is you're telling the software, this is where I go, and this is what I want to collect for the work that I'm going to do, assuming your car is on that route, right?
You sign up for Dispatch Center, I think, because of the notifications.
Right.
So we don't have as many loads as Central, but that really doesn't matter. When you get first notice of a load as its new load that it's being posted, especially in situations and times like today, where people are looking for certain loads on certain routes, and they're going quick. And I know that as those notification notices come in, you get that quick notify. From your text message, you can request it. You can request it from Dispatch Center notification tab, and your email. If you have an email, you could request it from that.
Well,
we're working and finishing. We're going to have our app soon for the Dispatch Center and the notifications. So it'll work right through the app.
Through Truckify.
It'll be a little smoother. Well, a combination between Truckify and notification and Quotify. They're going to coordinate. They're all going to coordinate.
So much technology, man. Well, that's the thing.
I know.
If I was dispatching today, I know there's two things I would do. One is I would use any of those saved search functions out there on load boards. And number two, I would definitely take advantage of anything like notification so that I didn't have to constantly check. Why would I want to constantly check 10 different load boards when if I can let each one know where I'm going, the money I'm looking for, again, saved searches, notification. The problem with on the Central Dispatch paid notifications is you can really raise that monthly premium. I mean, it can go as high as you want. It's almost like paying for unlimited data on your cell phone and watching YouTube in the desert. I mean, you can pay as much as you want. And that's the problem with Central Dispatch notifications is, man, you can really raise your rate. Whereas here on Dispatch Center, as just part of it putting in your notification, that's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you do that?
Exactly. Why wouldn't you?
I really don't know.
And at the same time, now we have Quotify for carriers that is ready and live. Put in your route. Let the shippers, with the app that we're building a couple apps, and one is going to be specifically for shippers. And all the carriers that are already in the system and are signed up for Quotify, so they would be able to be displayed on Alexa. They would be able to be in front of the broker with their load at the broker's load at the carrier's rate. So those things, as we push that app, and we have that app coming soon, we'll have a lot of shippers using the app, and the carriers should be on there. They should be on there.
Yeah, they definitely should. Hey, I wanted to show this. I know we wanted to do this too. We're going to go to now. I think what we're going to do is, I think you're going to, first of all, I want to announce, so dispatchcenter.com, this is the updated site, right?
It is, yep.
Dispatchcenter.com.
Pretty new.
That's
pretty new.
Like brand new, right? I mean, it's always exciting.
Yeah, it is, actually.
It is so hard to update a website and roll it out, especially with as much as you have going on. So I know you've got to be excited.
I am excited. This our team did a good job. Ashley leading it. She really did do a good job. We have other things that are going to be plugged in soon, but it is. We just had that landing page before, and we always knew that this was coming, and it's out there now.
So I want to go to shipwithlarry.com. So what's going on here?
So this is a site that somebody could go to additionally and put in a request. And so I have that for tonight's show. Just I don't know if you want to do that. If you want to do it, go ahead. A quote for the Chicago to Detroit and see some carriers if you want to. It's really just a place where people can get a quote and find people who can facilitate the move for whoever's looking for it and be able to book the shipment.
So do you want to drive or should I drive? It's up to you, man.
So for that,
and what's cool is this is running on your transport auto quoter software, right?
It is, yes.
Which is, I want to point this out because it took me a while to get it, and so I want to make sure that everybody else gets it. That transport auto quoter is it's a piece of software that you can add to your existing website to give quotes while you're sleeping, right?
You can, absolutely. And I know that you have Alex who you're working with, and helping with marketing and helping carriers potentially with marketing. Every carrier can have Quotify on their website, or if not Quotify, a WordPress plugin, an iframe, or an API that they can tap into the transport auto quoter pricing. And so collectively, I like to work with Alex a little bit, and so if he gets people with their website and they have a specific route that they run, and so when people request and want to book in the route that they run, they would be able to do that, and they would display. Additionally, if somebody goes to their site and they request a quote for something that they don't run, a route that they do not run, somebody else, a carrier who is using Quotify, would display. And so in reciprocally, oh man, that was a bad one.
Reciprocally?
So it's a tough word. You can reciprocate. So the carrier that just got this order off of this guy's website, the other carrier is going to be displaying on the other guy's website for pricing. So it will, I think it will be a good strategy, and people can display on the routes that they run. Are you still thinking about that word?
Well, no. Michael Cullen was saying, man, this episode makes it difficult to step outside for a Marlboro. Oh, it's so funny, man. It's so true, dude. It's awesome. Thank you so much for that, Michael. Well, here's what I wanted to say is that if you are an auto transporter and you have a website, which you should, of any type, and that's why you said WordPress. That's a simple site, any type of site.
Yep.
And then, now that you have some sort of web presence, which, and I want to say this too, dealers that said 2 months ago, nah, I don't need it. What did I do? What did I say yesterday? The time is up. That alarm clock is going off. You gotta have some web presence of some type. And if you do, and when you do, you should have Transport Auto Quoter in your site to give auto quotes on your behalf. Because here's the problem. And I think this is why a lot of dealers were like, well, I don't want to do a website. Because now that you have a website, there's all these expectations. We all expect when we go to websites that they're like people and they're ready to talk. Like, as soon as we pick up the phone and call the website, they better answer. That's what dealerships are having as problems, is that as everybody that goes to their website expects the dealer to be sitting there ready to talk to them. And so to begin the process of appearing that you're ready and not driving a truck, loading a car, unloading a car, or arguing about an unpaid invoice, you have Transport Auto Quoter taking care of the auto quotes while you're doing other stuff.
So,
it's amazing.
Like a dealer especially should have a website. They could use the tool of Quotify on their website. It plugs in. It's a frame. They could do a plug-in, and they can keep people on their website to search for a car. So if they're on their website, they're looking at a car and they're going, okay, I need to know how much is it going to be? What's my all-in cost if I buy this Camaro? What is going to be the all-in cost for me to get it from there to my house?
That's it.
And if I'm the customer and I cannot find that on that dealership's website, I'm going to search. I'm going to search, and then what have I done? I'm off of their site, and what do I find? Other cars to look at, to maybe to purchase.
That's it. That's it.
And
that's
so
it.
Retain the relevant traffic, Mr. Dealer, on your website.
You
retain them. You do. Don't let them search somewhere else.
You can't.
And find another car. So the same thing with carriers. The carriers should, and there's ways that they can share in a revenue stream for the customer who makes a booking off of their site. There's different ways to spin it, and talking to Alex, we'll figure out the best way and how he wants to help market to the group that he's working with.
It's so true, because that's the thing. And that's why I find it exciting to talk to... I'll go ahead and stop the share, because I think we got it. I find it exciting to talk to dealers. I try to do it as often as possible. And that's great, because that's what Ty has been saying for years. Talk to the dealer. It's so true. And it's more true than ever before, because what the dealers are talking about is like what you're talking about, is now that you have the customer at your website, you have got to keep them, by God. And now that we have things like touchless delivery being talked about, you have got to know something about car shipping. Car shipping just went up because of touchless delivery. It just went up. Finally, people care about car shipping. And that is the good news, because a lot of people in the past, they didn't really care. It was totally an afterthought, and that's why they were Googling cheap car shipping. They just didn't care. But that is changing. So everybody who jumps in and knows what's happening and helps add value to car shipping, those are the companies that are going to benefit.
Absolutely, they will.
That's one
Ty,
of the things that's going to change things.
The other thing Ty's been pushing the carrier to diversify, find the dealer, find somebody who is going to be looking for their lane. And if they find your lane, just tell them how much it's going to be. Just that part of it. Just tell them what you need today to make that move. Let them feed you the orders. You don't have to search at that point. People are feeding you orders because you have your lane at the price that you're looking for to make that move. And shippers, dealers, brokers are going to be pushing the information to the carriers.
Man, this is awesome. It's 9:40, and I told Moosey, right, that I'd bring him in. So let's do this. Here's what's going to happen.
He's excited about some new stuff coming up.
That's
I know.
Awesome. And he just sent me a bunch of stuff, so I got to pull it off while you guys are going to do a little intro talking while I pull off. He sent me like 10 things on WhatsApp. Once he starts sending, it's bing, 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 bing. All right, hang on one second.
He's pretty quick. He's pretty quick.
Hang on for me. We're going to be right back, okay? With Moosey and Truckify and Dispatch Center.
Hey guys, Ty, CTS Business Coaching. I connect dealers, auctions, and carriers. If you're a dealer and you're not getting your inventory on the lot in 5 days ready to sell, you've got a problem. It's called interest. Like I'm telling you something you don't know. Give me a call. I can connect you with an auction and a carrier, and you can get your cars on the lot in 5 days or less. 417-483-2764. Thanks and have a great day.
Okay, so we're back with Mark at Superflow. It was a real quick break, and I appreciate you hanging on for the final segment. Listen, if you're just joining, you really have missed some great information. You can't hit rewind. Nobody has VCRs anymore. But what you can do is after this show processes, it'll be available on demand. This is the Ship with Larry show with Superflow Systems, Dispatch Center, and Truckify. And I've got Mark, Superflow Systems, here with me now. Moosey of Truckify is going to join us here in a second. I send the invite out. And let's see here. What else we got in here? Let's see. Dispatch. Oh, I think that's okay. I think that's Moosey. I think he's been on. Nobody really has time to talk to everyone. Yeah, and that's another problem. You don't have time to talk to everybody. You just simply don't have time. My phone doesn't even ring that much, and half the time I let it go to voicemail. I just need to. I got to stay focused on what I'm doing. And that's how Transport Auto Quoter can help you give quotes. Loadifications can help you get loads while you're busy doing other things that you need to do. And as car haulers, you got a million things to do.
Exactly.
I mean,
or a dealer.
That's right. Or a dealer, or a broker, anybody in auto transport. I think I'm going to say this. I think being a broker would be really hard. Your phone would be ringing off the hook, hopefully, and half the people that are calling, they have a problem, they need a question, they got a hair appointment, they got to get their nails done. Where's my car? I don't like the driver.
That's why there is a lane and a spot for the broker, because carriers don't want that call. They need a middle person in there. So what a great scenario.
Dispatcher.
You tell it, exactly.
Yeah,
so when you the carrier have a lane and a route established, and a broker wants to give you an order at your rate, you get your rate, and the broker is still the middleman in between, the buffer between the customer. You got your rate at the rate that you wanted. The broker's happy. He's got somebody lined up. He knows what it's going to be, and he'll take care of the customer. He'll buffer the customer for you.
He'll buffer.
Don't discount everything.
It's a buffer.
Yeah, exactly. The broker has a hard job. Just like you said, their
Oh, man.
phones are ringing, ringing, ringing. Where's my car? And people are today, they want that Amazon Prime. I want it tomorrow. What do you mean? I placed my order yesterday. Where's my car? It's
And
not picked up yet.
oh my gosh, it's constant. And
So they have that. And they broker has to educate the customer that this is not Amazon Prime and you're not going to get it tomorrow. And this is why, and this is how it works.
that's another reason why. Let me do this. That's another reason why Ship with Larry is so great, is that then you don't have to rely on somebody picking up the phone and saying whatever it is they want to say. You can just get your quote. And then once you have the car booked, now it's inside Truckify and Dispatch Center, and they can see it, and they don't have to call and find out, why did you spend so much time eating at the truck stop, and all this stuff. It's ridiculous what people are so invasive.
That's old school. Nobody eats at a truck stop anymore.
You know why?
Why?
Right, not right now. You know why the
Right.
governor of Michigan was able to be so invasive? Because randomly, people are invasive. If you let them take control, they will. It's called the governor of Michigan. Holy cow, Jay's getting political. I just don't like to see freedom trampled. I really don't. And that's why the question is really, I'm just going to say it. The question is really interesting. Muzi, are you with us, by the way? Oh, wait, here we go. Let him in. Open the door and let him in. Okay, he's coming in. So the question is what is the cure worse than the disease or whatever? It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. There he is. What's up, Muzi?
Hey, Muzi.
Final settings, updates, and tweaking. All right, so we can see you, and we want to know if you can hear us and see us too. Okay, so he's fixing his audio. You know how that goes. Now, and by the way, let's see here. I missed a couple chats. What do we got here? This one here.
Okay,
Oh,
I can you
that's
guys
Flo
know.
talking. Okay, call you
Hey,
first.
Muzi.
Transport.
Hey, what's up, Mark?
Doing good.
Yeah, we are. We're having a good show. Hey, I downloaded. Okay, Muzi, I downloaded the docs. They come in.
Oh, okay. I forgot you were going to do that. You
Okay,
needed us to conversate.
let's do this. Let's try this. Here's what I'm going to do. Get our feet wet. By the way, for anybody that doesn't know Muzi, Muzi is Truckify. Muzi, are you the founder of Truckify?
Yes, I'm the founder of Truckify, Mr. J. How you doing today?
You're the founder of Truckify. I'm doing good, man. Oh, and you got the hat? You got a Truckify hat on?
Oh yeah, and I got to see you. Hey,
That's a nice hat.
check this out.
Yeah. I realized after I started the show that I've got my Dispatch Center shirt, but I do have a Dispatch Center hat right here. Huh? Look at that.
Yeah.
That is
Oh
nice.
yeah,
I
that's
like that.
awesome.
Yeah. But, okay, and Truckify is a mobile app. Why did you create Truckify, Muzi?
Well, obviously, my old story. I was a car hauler myself, and using a lot of paperwork. Everybody was tired of using that paperwork and writing out
Which now you can't use paperwork, huh?
Exactly. See,
Good
so it was
call.
pretty much a preemption. A VIN number has 17 digits. Imagine, writing all that out and writing the addresses and all that stuff. And, so building an app pretty much brought in convenience to the industry and more efficiency to be able to help car haulers do their job. And also, it brought in a lot of transparency because, see, we have photos that we take when we're picking up the vehicle as an inspection to make sure that, the vehicle is marked all the damages. And we do that. The Truckify app actually does that even at delivery, so that if there are any issues during the transportation of the vehicle, those damages are also indicated on the bill of lading. So it was really more for convenience and for just bringing efficiency to the
Speed,
industry.
management, efficiency, accuracy, and
Exactly.
then so you had Truckify, the BOL app, and then you teamed up with Mark because he's got the dispatch center
Uh-huh.
and the CRM, and so okay, so that's where you guys were now. So what's next? What what do you guys? We learned more about Ship with Larry. What's new or on the game plan with Truckify?
Well, remember before Truckify, even Jay, we had Dispatch Monkey. Remember that?
Yeah, oh man, I've actually
Yeah.
somebody was just asking me about Dispatch Monkey again.
Yeah.
So
So
Dispatch
Dispatch
Monkey is alive and well inside
of
Truckify?
Truckify. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay, good.
So yeah, so Dispatch Monkey was our first um, really developed. That's how we really met, and
Search,
yeah,
copy, paste. I mean
exactly.
that right.
Remember that video you made
Yeah,
for
it
us?
was a
That was
great I love
awesome.
that video.
Yeah. So that's the first technology that we built, and that brought in the route scouting technology to be able to quickly sort out all the central dispatch loads and give the drivers the best efficient route that pays the most money, in just depending on your trailer capacity. So that's what
Yeah,
was,
Dispatch Monkey's awesome.
yeah. So we have actually now combined, taken that technology and also remember that copy and paste that we used to do on Central Dispatch?
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore now that
Wow.
on Dispatch Center, because
Cool.
that's
That's an
our,
evolution.
yeah, so that's our technology. So
Oh, and those extensions.
yes,
That's crazy.
yes,
Those are
exactly,
you. Those are unique URLs where
exactly.
you can. That's crazy stuff, man.
Yeah. So you see, Truckify app really is the only one that I have seen that can take a bill of lading from a phone, and you can install that extension onto the Yandex browser. I think I sent you a picture on there. Yeah.
Okay. Here, yeah,
Um,
I'll share that. Let's do that. Keep talking.
so
So yeah, keep
once
going.
you upload that, yeah, well, I can actually just probably just go through all this. See, we have the
Oh, if you've got them, share them, cause yeah, I'm
no.
trying
If
to.
actually, if you can just go through
Is
them and
that
say
one
yes,
Yandex?
yeah. So
Okay.
this is the Yandex browser right here. If you
Okay.
download this browser here and use this browser to actually open up your central dispatch and
Is
your
that right?
Truckify.
Cool.
And once you are on central dispatch, and then what if you also use the Truckify importer extension to install that extension on the Yandex browser, then you will get that Truckify import extension. The next browser there, I think I sent the next slide there, Jay. I sent you with the blue um, Truckify importer there.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, exactly. See, this here, it already happens on the dashboard. Like if you're already on your PC or on your, laptop, you have installed the Truckify extension,
Mm-hmm.
this already happens on there. But it really doesn't appear on your cell phone because even Chrome itself has not built an extension for mobile phones. You see what I'm saying? That's where the problem is. So
Mm.
Yandex,
Okay.
when we partnered with Yandex, Yandex was the only one that was able to build that Truckify importer for the mobile phone. So this is very convenient for drivers because now they already have this extension on their mobile phones too, on top of having it on their, laptops.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Let's see here. Now I know there's more photos here. What should I go to next?
well, the real unique thing here is, we just installed our load board finally here on the Truckify dashboard.
Okay,
So
Truckify dashboard.
there
This
you
one?
go. Yep, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So as you can see there, this is pretty much our landing page here for the Truckify dashboard, and
Yeah.
you know,
I like it. Like the icons, nice and clean.
mhm.
Can you click on those phone numbers to dial through your app?
Yes, you can
That's
exactly. Yep,
awesome.
you can. So you can see that I circled it in red. So that's our new load board there that
Nice.
we added on our Truckify dashboard, and that's powered by dispatchcenter.com. And so once you are on
Wow.
Truckify dashboard, it automatically logs you into the dispatch center load board. And then you see on the side there, Jay, we have that route scout. That's what was called Dispatch Monkey before.
Let's see. Am I covering it? Route Scout. View
Yeah,
route. Where's Route Scout? Oh, up here at the top. Right.
yeah,
Wow. Oh,
So, and
that's
then
Dispatch Monkey. Cool.
yeah, and then so we have GPS tracking too. So
Mm-hmm.
we have GPS tracking right there next to it. And what's unique with our GPS tracking is that we actually track each vehicle on the trailer. We have
Hmm.
technology that actually tracks each vehicle. So if you're a 10-car hauler, we have a unique way of actually tracking that vehicle,
Wow.
individual vehicle. We don't just track like the truck
Truck.
and stuff.
Right.
We
Track the
track each,
vehicles. You
yeah,
know what? And they do that in freight. They track the cargo, not the truck. I
yeah,
mean, not all technologies, but yeah, that's where we're getting.
yeah,
Just like shipping containers on a boat and all that stuff.
exactly. Yeah. So we
That was
actually,
pre-COVID. Now they just hope that a ship shows up.
so that's excellent technology. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine if you have a 10-car hauler and we're tracking all the 10 vehicles
Right.
individually. So that's pretty unique, and
That's
a
great.
lot of transporters like that,
Hmm.
you know. And
Hmm.
another thing that's very unique on what we have added on our app, if you can go to one of those slides that I sent you, I think they have numbers from number 2.
So the numbers didn't come out, but just describe it. I got the one
Oh,
with the
okay.
red button and the arrow, the one with the blue button, the one with the.
Yeah. So just yeah, if you can just go to those
Let's go. Okay, so here's the red button
yeah,
with the
and then the
arrow.
next one after that. So you can go and just
Could be this one.
next one. Yeah, exactly. So what this is, Jay, is these are the filters that we added on the Truckify mobile app. So what these actually do is they permit the driver, the dispatcher, or the carrier to be able to actually input the exact information of the type of vehicle that they want to search. And this also is very unique because now you can actually search by CDL or non-CDL. So which means if you indicate you want 3 vehicles that are less than 26,000 pounds, it's going to go to the load board and just bring those vehicles that are exactly less than
Whoa,
26,000.
what?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
that's exactly what this technology.
What? Somebody was just asking me a question about why it's so hard to get the proper dimensions on vehicles. And one of the things that we're talking about in the Data One software, only on Auto Transport Intel, is that it's all about where you're getting the data to feed
Exactly.
those vehicle dimensions and weights, etc. And
Yeah.
if you have the right data, then you can do those kinds of filters. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, because I mean, if you are over 26,000 pounds, obviously it means you're a CDL. So CDL, they can search. So what they would input there, the maximum weight, they can just input 45,000 pounds. So it's going to bring, and then if you've indicated that you're like a 5-car hauler or a 6-car hauler, it's going to bring the best 6 vehicles on that route that will keep you under 45,000 pounds.
Hey, I see the request here and I see where we're headed. Is there any way we can look at the Route Scout Dispatch Monkey function right now? Is there anything we can do on that?
Or the Route Scout?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you, yeah, yeah.
So if
You,
I'll go to a
you can,
browser, right?
yeah, go to a browser and just go to truckify.com.
All right, I got to close some of these slides here. Okay, I'm gonna go to. Oops, I didn't mean to shut you down, Larry. All right, I'm gonna go to Truckify.com, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have a log?
Do I have a
I can.
login? How about this one? Can I use this
Yeah.
demo account?
Yep. That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
And then yeah, so you can see the load board. It appears on there instantly. So now, do you have a way to get some loads from a central dispatch? Or
Sure, sure. Let's see
or we
here.
can get some. Mark, do you have some loads that you may
Or
have
yeah,
on
if you
dispatch
guys,
center?
what do you think, Mark? What's your advice here?
So we can
We're a
show you
little
two
off
demos.
script here.
Well, if you're going to go to Central, I would go Florida to maybe Ohio or Michigan. You could probably get some good loads that way.
Okay, I'm gonna do it, which is pretty ironic because if you came from New York, you can't go to Florida, and even no matter where you came from, I don't think you can go to Michigan. So that's just Auto Transport Intel having a little bit of fun with you guys. All right, so
on
there's
the
nothing fun
loads
about it, Jay.
on the loads on the demo map, do you want to show the non-copy and paste from dispatch center, or you want Jay to just copy from central dispatch? Show the route scout.
So you could.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. I pasted. I'm in.
Oh, okay. So you already got the. Oh, okay.
Oh, now
Did you already get some? Did you get some loads from central dispatch?
Yeah, I need a Florida. Oh, I'll just allow it. I need a Florida zip code here. Let's do
33101.
33101. Okay.
And Ohio Columbus is 43215.
We already have a route.
There you go.
No sifting. I mean, this is like, it's like a late night infomercial. There's no sifting. There's no rifting. There's nothing. You've got it. You've got it. You've got your route. Now book it and get on your way. This is crazy. This is Dispatch Monkey. This is what you wanted to see. You asked for it. You got it.
And it tells you the price of the total vehicles. I think you put 7 vehicles. You're a 7-car hauler.
Yeah.
And see, it brought like 10 different routes.
Yeah,
and then you can adjust the miles there, Jay, on the top left.
That's insane. Dispatch email says, "Good day, mate." You know that when it's 3 in the morning and you're watching an infomercial, they're always from New Zealand. Anyways. But that is not, this is, I mean, it really is, I'm flabbergasted every time I do a Dispatch Monkey route scout. I still call it that because that's how I got to know it. But I mean, this is insane. And so then what I can do is, here, let's go back into the large mode here.
You can change the mileage there, Jay, on the top left. See, yeah, you can change the mileage.
Yeah, right. I don't want to do 500. I'll do 50.
Yeah,
and
see what.
And zing.
Yep.
And maybe, I don't want this in-op, so just get rid of it. And zing.
And then if you want to contact the broker, check it out. Just click on contact the broker there.
Contact the broker. Okay.
Yep. Do you remember that X you once spoke about? Hey, you need to put the X to close that window. See, we updated that already.
Cool. No, this is crazy fast.
And then you can change the destination mileage too there, Jay.
And I'll tell you, I've got a little more leeway on that. In fact, I'm going to open this up. Let's do 100 to 100.
See how quickly it brings those vehicles
it's nuts,
up.
Man. I mean, it's beautiful. If I was, okay, without this, I'm still digging through the original list.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll be sifting.
I just started my Snickers bar because I'm going to be up late. Digging and digging and digging.
Like I've said before, Jay, remember I said this is not any different. Like if you are sifting through central dispatch to find loads, it's not any different from someone who walks outside and is hailing a taxi, and the taxi driver is looking at you and judging you whether you are whatever
But you're right.
race or
This is
creed, yeah,
that's
black, and then
that's
they just
good.
keep passing you. You see what I'm saying?
This
It's
is the
exactly the
difference
same.
between hailing a taxi and just getting an Uber.
And Uber,
Oh
exactly.
yeah,
So
this
this
is
is
the
just
difference.
the Uber version of car hauling, really, because you have that data there, and this sorts and tells you the route, how to pick it up, and how to drop it off.
That's insane. So whoever requested this, how we doing? The question is, Clarence Clay, how are we doing? I think we're doing all right. I think man, I'm really glad we did that. Hey, what other screens did you want to share here in because I see some more. What are these?
Okay.
So what's the grayed out stuff? And by the way, I just want to say this.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
We know times are uncertain and tough right now. Truckify Dispatch Center is still free during the coronavirus crisis. That's awesome,
Exactly.
man. Thank you.
We're a company that shows compassion to auto transporters during these hard times, and just wanted to reiterate to all the car haulers that our technology is still free, and you can download it on the Android Google Store and the Apple Store there, and it's free.
So where do you go get it? You can go to the Apple Store or the Google Play
Yeah, the
Store
Google
and
Play
search
Store, yeah.
for Truckify.
Truckify, yeah,
And you install Truckify just as you sign up for Dispatch Center. Is it the same user and password for both?
Yeah, so
same account?
Yep. If you just download the Truckify app and install it on your phone, and obviously it's going to ask you a few questions and stuff. It's for carriers, so obviously we want carriers that have insurances and that are also authorized by the FMCSA to be able to transport vehicles. So once you go through that process, they just activates you, and you can do go to your email, then and activate yourself, and it's free. And then you can use it to pick up your vehicles and deliver your vehicles.
Set your notifications.
Yeah,
notifications. Do your
notifications.
route scouts.
The route scout, exactly.
Crazy.
And we provide, unlike other technologies, we provide our mobile app and the dashboard free. We don't charge anything for them.
Amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. That's insane.
And, our Truckify app is
Thank you for doing that.
Technology. Nice, easy, and for car haulers to use.
Can you still hear me, Jay?
I hear you. We don't see you, but we can hear you.
Yeah, my computer lost the connection, so I'm still connected with the audio, and I'm going to keep it that way, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you see this one here, Jay.
Yeah, what is this?
Well, like I told you that our Truckify mobile app now has where you can actually put filters to search for the specific vehicle that the carrier needs. So like this is like the origin from Kansas City, Missouri to Ashburn, Virginia. The minimum vehicle is 1. It's a maximum 3. So this is a 3-car hauler. And you can see here, Jay, that we can actually now filter by the broker name too. Say like, you don't have Ready Auto, Cars Arrive, United Road, Metrogistics, all the ones that like want you to register. So you can automatically just eliminate them, because what's the point of you seeing their loads if you really...
Oh, right. If you're not registered.
If you're not registering.
Oh, I tell you what, and I do hate that. I hate seeing loads I can't book. I hate that.
So, I mean, I guess it's okay for you to see them so that you can register with them. But for a lot of transporters, I've noticed that,
if you can't, if they won't allow you to book,
there you go.
For whatever reason, you don't have enough, you haven't moved enough loads, you haven't had your MC long enough, you don't have the right insurance, or you're ugly.
Exactly. So there's no point for you to see those loads. And then you see here at the bottom, we have the vehicle condition, where you can decide whether you want operable vehicles and or inoperable vehicles. And
Right.
this is all on the app. And then go to the next slide.
So the next one is, let me pull that
See,
up
this one
here.
here filters by like vehicle condition, by
So is it this one?
yeah. So this one here filters by trailer types. You see the trailer type at the bottom there, it says both open and closed. Yeah, so you can filter, and this is all on the app. And not,
Yeah, I like that.
I
Right?
haven't seen any apps with this type of
Right. I
filters.
agree with you. You're the driver. You want to take control over your
Exactly.
search.
On your mobile app.
Absolutely. You don't, otherwise, you're on the phone. You're like, okay, you're telling the wife, okay, so I want you to search this. I want you to click this. That's frustrating and it wastes time.
Exactly. So this
Yeah.
solves that problem.
Yeah.
And then go to the next one. I'll show you. We filter also by.
So that'd be this one.
Yep. So this one filters by like vehicle types. We have any car, SUV, pickup, van. You know, so really, other would be the big trucks and everything else, and you've seen some Typhoons and everything else on Central Dispatch. So that'll, if you want other, that'll pop up on there.
You get some crazy
You've seen
stuff,
some
right?
boats. You've seen some boats,
Yeah.
motorcycles.
I don't want boats, man. I
Yeah,
can't move a
and all
boat.
kind of stuff on there.
Yeah.
So this filters specifically for exactly what the driver wants.
Awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That, and I agree with you. That is neat for the driver on his mobile app to be able to do these filters. That's really very useful. Let's see here. How about, okay, so I have this screen and then there's one other one we haven't seen.
Yeah, I think we've seen this one here.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay, yeah. Now this is where after you've done all your filters, and then you click find loads, and then it's going to filter and bring all the loads for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You've done your filters.
Yep.
And this is in the find loads portion on the Truckify mobile app.
Yep. And then there's one too with payment type. See, all this for the vehicle type, vehicle condition, payment type, and trailer type. So we have payment type too. Like if you want CODs only, and you want quick pay, I think if you slide through there, you should see the next one there with payment type.
Let's do. Well, I wonder. You know what? Maybe I didn't download it. Hang on one second. I should see it here. Let's go to. Let's see. I got trailer types, vehicle filters, vehicle filters, vehicle filters. I don't think I have the payment type. I just don't see it.
Let me see here. Let me just make sure. Thank you.
And that's okay because we know the payment types. I mean, COD, quick pay, 10-day, 30-day, ACH, never. Never's usually an option that a lot of people like to go with, where you never get paid.
Yep.
Never.
Com checks.
You're gonna have to call me 5 times. That's a payment type.
Yeah, and com checks.
There's no more. Did you hear that? I don't think there's any more T checks, or I don't know. I think T checks is pretty funny, but
and Jay, we have also added, like on our Truckify dashboard, we have like Cash App. A lot of people are using Cash App now.
Awesome. You guys using Cash App?
Yep.
I love Cash App.
Yeah, go to our dashboard there. You will see it on there. Actually, I sent you the other lot.
Oh, here I see it. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it in there just because I can. Let's see here. So payment type. Here we go. COD, COP, quick pay, iTruckPay. Bang! There it is. iTruckPay.
iTruckPay, yep. And then if you go back to the Truckify dashboard there, I'll show you.
Right on. I was just thinking that. You a mind reader? So we go to. Let's see here.
Click on orders. Click on orders.
Okay.
Yep. Let me see if you have. Yeah, just go to say delivered.
Okay.
And just click add it there on the right. Edit.
Edit. Okay.
Yep. And then scroll down. This is our form here, all the way to payment type.
Okay.
see right there, and then click the down arrow there. Yeah, right there. See, we have like a
Oh,
Venmo,
wow.
Google Wallet, PayPal, and then scroll down some more. You'll see Cash App down there.
Yeah. Whoa. You
Yeah,
have,
see, we got Cash App.
dude, your payment types are off the charts.
Yeah, see, we got Square Cash, Western Union, MoneyGram, Zoom,
I've never seen
iTruckPay.
this.
Yeah,
Let's do that again. It's so long it goes off the page.
yeah. So, we have a lot of options there for brokers to be able to choose. A lot of brokers now are
Venmo,
paying.
that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of them are using Zelle and Cash App now.
I know. Dude, you do. You hear Zelle, Venmo, Cash App all the time.
Yeah, PayPal.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, depends on your kind of shipper, right? If you've got a POV, you're gonna have people ask for PayPal.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you can't say yes, then you start going into the roundabout and the hair appointments and my brother-in-law in 4 weeks from now and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah, so that helps a lot of our shippers to be able to have a lot of options.
Wow, that is really, really cool, man.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So we've added quite a lot of, so with everything else that Mark mentioned about, our new technologies, you're going to see quite a lot of things here, in a couple months when this whole coronavirus thing is over and stuff, and we're going to unveil. We have nothing but time now to be able to develop new technologies and stuff. So that's what we're doing with our developers. So our engineers are working real hard to
Yeah, no, I know.
develop
Nothing but
technology
time.
better.
That's what everybody's got. Nothing
Yeah,
but
we have
time.
nothing but time now.
Yeah, and so
So,
as long as you can not freak out, because it's hard to stay productive when you're freaking out, and that's why the government programs are all happening. So
yeah,
find a way to not freak out and just keep being productive for when the clouds dissipate. And
exactly.
sun comes back out, we can get back to work. I'm nearing, so it's around 10:15. We're gonna get near the wrap up portion. Well, we're at the wrap up portion. Let me ask you this, because I saw people asking for some predictions. What do you have any idea? Do you have any prediction of where we're headed and what's going on? Anything. It doesn't matter what whether it's technology or car shipping, whatever.
Oh, well, are you pertaining to the coronavirus
Let's
or
talk
just
about car shipping technology. What do you
oh,
think? Where do you think we're headed with what dealers need, with where the industry is, the economy? What role do you think car shipping technology plays, and what we need to keep focusing on?
well, obviously, the car hauling technology provides a lot of efficiency and transparency, in the industry. So, um, where I'm looking at it, um, with the way that we have seen the efficiency of mobile phones, and eventually that's where the industry is going with the dealerships, because now we have the technology that scans a VIN number from a paper, or from that can scan even 6 digits or 8 digits, and be able to make out a VIN number. You see what I'm saying? So these are the little tools that are becoming a little more convenient
Yeah.
now
No,
for
agreed.
dealerships.
I
You see
agree.
what I'm saying?
Mobile device, right? And any web developer will tell you you have to make your software, company, product, and service mobile ready. Okay,
Exactly.
I agree. So now everybody's buying cars mobily, and I think as Mark was saying, they don't want to know what the car costs before delivery. They want delivery in the cost of the car.
Exactly. And better yet now, too, Jay, with the technology that Superflow and Truckify, uh, we have implemented together the like Mark demoed, that Alexa
That was
ship with
awesome.
Alexa.
Yeah,
See, now this type of technology is exactly where the industry is going, where
I agree.
nobody wants to spend time typing anything.
That's
You
right.
rather just talk and stuff to a technology, and then it interprets everything that you want to do instead of sitting there and typing it out. We already do FaceTime and all that stuff where we have that type of technology. So now I think where the car hauling industry is going is whoever like leverages all these little tools and stuff and puts them together to solve that car hauling industry, is really going to be the superpower, because when you solve everybody's problem, then everything else follows, because all you want is to have a lot of people liking your product because your product solves their problem.
And I tell you, and that's the thing, is that one of the things that I see that you guys are doing is you keep giving power to the carrier. And by giving power to the carrier, you're helping raise the industry, which has,
Exactly.
I think that's traditionally been a problem, is that the carriers feel like they're at war with the brokers, and that's bad for the industry.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, the people are just going to be connected directly to the car transporters. That's where it's really going, just kind of like the Uber type of app. Because it's very convenient when I say I want my vehicle moved, like with Quotify. You've seen how when Mark was demonstrating there, with the Alexa, it just tells you, hey, your vehicle is going to cost you this much, and here is a driver. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what you want.
And I tell you what, Lee's got a great question, because I like this question because it shows he's thinking about how this all works. All right. He says, how do you get paid? Is there a waiting period? And I think what Lee is asking is, that question makes me think that he's not aware that he's still in charge of, he still retains the money that the load pays. That the money is going to go to Lee, and that's why he chose his payment type from that huge drop down. Lee, you're using technology to conduct the transaction you already conducted, but now you can do it faster, more specifically, and that allows you to manage more loads or manage your route better.
Exactly.
So it's still, you're still in charge of the money. And that actually brings us into, I know you're going to be interested in the broker versus dispatcher show coming up in a couple weeks. The carriers are still in charge of the money. It's your technology that lets them connect to the loads faster and more effectively.
Exactly.
You're not taking the money on their behalf. The technology expedites the transaction.
Exactly. Yeah, the technology does that.
Yeah.
And the technology also sometimes directly deposit the money into their account.
Even better, which wasn't available. There are payment types available through your technology that weren't available traditionally as an option on other forms of car hauling software.
Like our iTruckPay technology is actually a credit card. You see, it's a credit card.
Right. I'm going to share that.
Yep, exactly.
iTruckPay is a credit card.
Yep, it's a credit card.
Amazing technology.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a credit card that you give, that the carrier has, and also the drivers have, and so every payment goes directly into this card, and it can be shared among all the drivers. And drivers can get tips directly into their cards.
And then this gets into fuel discounts, etc.
Exactly.
And we had, if you don't know about iTruckPay, you can actually you can go on to YouTube, and if you're on YouTube and you search iTruckPay, we had Nick from Midwest. He was on the show. That was a few months ago, talking about iTruckPay, and you can learn more about iTruckPay in a previous interview only on Auto Transport Intel. I get so excited having these great interviews. This is sick.
Oh yeah,
I'm like a kid in a candy store. I got you and Mark and all. I mean, I now have 2 years worth of crazy good interviews. I am so excited.
Well,
Jay, can I say something about iTruckPay?
Yeah, please.
So iTruckPay is a MasterCard. It's given to the drivers as they make the delivery. They can make the request for the payment. Whoever is the shipper has the payment already in a bank that they just need to push over to the driver's iTruckPay card. The advantage to the driver using an iTruckPay card is that the driver at all fuel locations that participate, he automatically gets the cash price. So if there's a 5 or 7 cent difference for using a credit card, the driver automatically gets the cash price, and depending on the truck stop, the fuel station, they also get a 5 to 10 cent discount per gallon. So collectively, those two discounts could equal 15 or maybe 16, 17 cents per gallon that the driver, as they make a fuel stop, that they can save per gallon. And they can use the credit card just like they would any other credit card. They can use it as an ATM. They can go to a department store and purchase whatever they need. They could pay truck repair. They can send the money on the card to their bank account. There's a lot of uniqueness and flexibility in how the drivers and the trucking companies will be able to manage their receivables by using iTruckPay.
Amazing. Yeah, the number of things connected. That's why you have Q7, right? There are so many things connected in the Superflow system.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Do you still have that Q7 picture, Jay?
I don't know where that is, and I'm on a different computer, so I don't think I can just pull up Q7.
I got it for you, man.
We have a big umbrella. We have a big umbrella.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And do me a favor, guys. I'm going to let you guys go here in just a few minutes. We're going to pull up one more graphic that kind of drives it all home. And
I just sent that's Q7 picture.
You just did through WhatsApp?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, okay, here it is. All right, so let's pull in the Q7. And this is a great image. All right, so let's see here. Let's share the screen and pull up the Q7. Let's go ahead and that's a wrap on the app. And let's go ahead and pull up the Q7. Let's get hair and makeup in here. And where's Q7? Here we go. Here's Q7. Okay. So, when we talk about Superflow systems, we follow the life of a load, which we'd say would start with the CRM. So you get the load, you're talking to the customer, what are you moving? I'm moving a Honda Accord. All right, I'm going to put that in my CRM in my pipeline. Now this is traditional because now you've got Alexa, but still you got to manage the load. You have it in your CRM. Once you have it in your CRM, and by the way, where did you get the quote? You got that with Transport Auto Quoter and Quotify. So you gave them the quote, you put the lead in the CRM. Now that you have that, you want to put the load into Dispatch Center so that you can post it so that carriers can see it. And you may also have called a carrier direct, but you put it into Dispatch Center so everybody can see it. That load goes from Dispatch Center to the Truckify driver mobile app, which also you're using the TMS dispatch dashboard inside Truckify and also inside Dispatch Center to manage the load, book the load, send the information to the driver. And by the way, if you're looking for other loads along the route, because that's not going to pay for everything, you're going to do your route scout to find your other loads quickly. And then ultimately, when you want to get paid, make sure you use iTruckPay as an option as a payment type. That's Q7.
You got it, Jay. Oh my God.
Pretty
that
good
was
summary.
in a nutshell. Excellent summary. I sent you the last slide too that shows like everything from Quotify all the way to the Truckify app.
Oh yeah, this is a great one. Yeah, let's share this too. This is I'm going to call this the finale. So here we go. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring up the finale. Bang, here it is. Okay, so yep, as described. That's right. It starts in Quotify, goes into Pro ABD CRM, Dispatch Center load board. You can route scout, ends up in the Truckify mobile app. It is great. It's neat to see how you can get different pieces done all within the same umbrella, and you feel like you're going through the life cycle in a logical way with great technology.
Yep. This is our Truckify technology, Jay.
Awesome stuff, you guys. This was a great show. I know that there's a lot of people in the live chat having a good time, commenting, asking questions, and that's what this show is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share on that. Muzi, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. Mark, thank you too so much for sharing
welcome.
all the information. And thank you guys for helping people out during this time and helping make Truckify and Dispatch Center free to the users.
Thank you so much, Jay, for having us tonight on your show. As always, Auto Transport Intel, the #1 car hauling show online.
Appreciate
Love your
that.
show, man.
Man, I really appreciate that. I love doing the show. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to end the meeting, and we'll be in touch, okay?
Thanks, Jay. Good
Thanks,
night.
Jay.
Good night, Mark.
Okay.
Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Muzi.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Okay, and there it is. That's the end of that. Hey, I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around on Auto Transport Intel on Tuesday nights live. I know it's a long show, and I want to say this. I don't want to forget this. If you want to be the next interview on Auto Transport Intel, be a part of a panel discussion, let me know. What's your idea? Send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. I really want to know. As you know, I'm already booked through the rest of April. I'm mostly booked for May, so don't worry when you talk to me. We're talking about June anyways. We got time. We'll strategize it. We'll have a meeting. That's one of the things that I do. I got meetings tomorrow. I have meetings, planning shows, strategizing what we want to do next on the show. So let me know if you have an idea, if you know of somebody that needs to be on the show, like Brendan Dawson of Accident Plan. He popped in the live chat tonight. He's already been on the show. I'm going to follow up with him tomorrow. Really, I want to hear from you. Maybe it has nothing to do with an interview or a panel or advertising or anything else. Maybe you just have a piece of news. Maybe you've got a graphic you want to send me. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Send it to me. I'll put it in industry news. You can help share information, whatever it is. It's a photo. It's a news article. I love new information. I need it because now with State of Car Hauling, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon, I need new information. I need to share it. That's the plan. So thank you guys. I want to interview the ponytail. What? Okay, so listen, man. Thank you guys so much. I love having this Tuesday night live community interaction. It's fun, and it means a lot, and I really do appreciate it. So listen, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna roll the car hauler. Definitely stay safe. Use your head. And be aware of those around you, because we're not all on the same page, and so we're still learning things. So keep me posted. Do whatever you can to extend your runway of your business so we can be here together tomorrow, and let me know how I can help. I sure appreciate it. Here comes the car hauler. You guys, I'll see you soon. Actually, I'll be live tomorrow. Oh, and I just want to say this too. Hey, let's do this real quick. Don't miss the show next week. Next Tuesday night, episode 134, Car Buying Sight Unseen. Man, this show is so relevant. I can't wait. I'm so excited. You guys, I love having you here. I love what we're doing. I love this community and that we're building. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.